knock. Come home. Come home. Come on. Let's play. Come play. Let's play. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Today, I went to the river. It was beautiful. Like, I'm putting the child play to the side. I'm putting the everything to the side just for a second. And I'm getting into my own form and my own body. And I want to tell you what's been happening. So, first things first, I went to the river after I had my Starbucks. And I was able to just be naked by the river. How rare is that? Not many people were out. And I, enjoyed the sun on my skin. And then I started to transform into other things. It was gradual. Couldn't really see, but I could see the transformation quickly. It's like being a chameleon. And I laid out and sung Hosier songs. Obsessed, I know. Fuck. I know. I call him daddy, so it's all up here. It's all that matters. He's a Demi Lovato song. And I was like, free me from this prison. This insane prison. Free, it would be free. But I can't stop. It's like I can't in my brain, I can't stop. Shit, my thing is so wet, I'll be like, damn, all right, we're done. Turn it off. It's like I could only handle 5 minutes of brain activity. Because it's like I'm following the course, of the brain of how he got to the story. And I'm always following. And then I get to a certain point in the song where I'm just like, turn around, sit down, take a break. But then I like go direct the back of the eye. And I'm just like, fuck that. Let's stop for a second. This is how the mind works on a cosmic level. It's very rare to have a bantering partner from afar. No one wants to play with me. Like, I make people confused because even yesterday, I'm setting up the outdoor patio, and Josh was gonna put his shoes outside on the patio. I'm like, do you want me to swoop up your little soul? Never put your shoes in daddy's spot. Daddy got big feet. You can't measure up to that. Y'all live in daddy's shoe. There was an old lady who lived in the shoe who had so many kids she didn't know what to do. Daddy got big feet. He keep y'all in his left fucking foot. Y'all can't be fucking like doing that. I was like, yeah, me almost took you away and I can't get you back. Oh, he almost put his shoes outside. I was like, yo, daddy got big fucking feet. You in trouble if you do that. So I put on the shoes and I gave him the pants. The pants is where the ants live. All the aunties. They live in the pants. The ants make daddy dance. When he stomp his foot, they crawling up. They crawling up. Open the truck. Daddy, mommy get in, go up, slither in. Hey there, big boy. Hey. Go away, devil, woman. I'm married. Devil, woman. Oh, don't you want to play devil games? Games? Devil game. What's that? What's that? What's that? What is that? You want to know? Go out in the snow. Howl to the moon real quick. Turn into a fox. Turn into a fox and watch. Watch, 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 watch. Watch. You about to be here soon. Under the blue moon, blue, blue, blue bird. Singing. I go to who I really am. White wolf. Bend over backwards for sight from afar. Ooh. Sight. Seeing me. Through eyes. Bar. Class. In session, class. Class! It's in session. Why would I turn around? Daddy's shy. Daddy's wise. Daddy is shy. He's a shy fox. Fox is shy. Mama's a hound. Mama's a hound. Daddy get mad. Mama send honey to the sun. No reason to get mad. Get glad. I just passed you some to the future because you're channeling all the way backward. I need to get you back forwards to the present. So I send a present. 400,000 roses. 400,000 roses. Not the ones, the poses, posies around the rose. No. Death. Sink, sink, sink. Anyone behind my sons trying to kill the chosen ones. Left or right, left or right. I get back in the shadows and take what is ours. Turn it into cherry lips, cherry wine at the river. Yeah. Only when I put cherry on can you taste. But I allow only when he walks through rainbow. Drop, pop, at pop. Push in so I can birth, push. Harder, soft, hard. Get it. There. Thriller. Boom, 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 boom. Fireworks. Jumping beans, red and green. Seen and unseen. Freaking did that on purpose, Angel. Spilled the coffee in my drawer. Why would coffee beans go in the drawer? Angel. I can't believe you did that. Where did you draw it? Where did you spill it at? Oh gosh. Tired. The back seat. Vehicle. 10 times more. 10. Poetry. Harder. Yeah. Where? Poem. The Corner House. July 7th, 2022 at 1238 a.m. Now I am protector, counting my ducklings as they waddle down the street, straying far behind as to not miss any bright red backpacks. 1, 2, 3. I counted 10 earlier, but something wasn't right. My heart let go of familiar flutter. My mother mode has been activated. I sniff the air for clues to my misplaced darlings, hushing the little ones up the hill, telling them not to look back. Run home. The Texas heat really goes. The Texas heat really gets to the monsters here, used to getting away with mayhem on account of the sycamore trees. If you ever want a secret kept, tell it to the sycamore tree. They carry the caskets to the graves for death herself, as she mourns with fan in hand. I give a faint knock to the wind, letting the leaves know to tell the birds. Mommy is about to go into no man's land, the darkest part of time. On the other side of the world, he gets a strange feeling crawling up his spine. Death has been activated. The scarab slowly eating away at his flesh. My God, he whispers, who has awakened the spirit of pure destruction. Back on my corner of time, everything stops. Nothing moves, not even the unforgiving Texas heat, stale and frozen. An innocent house with white shutters and perfectly manicured hedges. Nothing out of the ticky-tacky ordinary. Sensing what I knew, I slowly walked to the corner house, peeking through the white curtains. Knock, knock, little pigs, let me in now! Without permission, the door swung open, as if a wind knocked down everything in the area except for the corner house. Oh no, you made it pull out. You pulled out too soon. Where the thing at? Go get the book and put it back in. Get the book right there. Let's put this back in because you don't want it to be like that. Give it to me. You need it to stay in, huh? Cat boy, hold on. Chickala, no. Chickala, no. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, here. Take it then. Don't be complaining to me that it's broken. Okay. As if a wind knocked down everything in the area except for the corner house. Now fire and anger go hand in hand, seeing my babies crying, thinking no one would catch the slithering beasts who attempted to take my flock. Inside, the white family's pictures hung over fireplace. But underneath the rotten core of man, thinking they can traffic their way into a new life. Are you going to offer me a seat? I asked the woman in charge of this attempted kidnapping. The woman, too stunned to speak, only looked at her partner in crime as to say, is this really happening? My cane at this moment was steady in my hands. I sat there and checked on the checkered couch and all was still. Babies. Now, did these individuals take you off your path with threats or treats? I asked so calmly, awaiting their answers. Treats, Mama, my oldest daughter said. Well, treats. I knocked my cane on the ground and the air shifted. A portal opened and and a door appeared. His tall figure barely fit through. His hair slicked back, an all black undertaker, blood still staining his hands as he got done with, heaven knows, his study. His handkerchief wiping the red away, he placed it in his pocket. I felt that, dear. He stared, kissing me on the top of my head. The door dissolved in thin air. He sat beside me, one hand on knee, the other placed index on temple and thumb on chin. Poised. Darling, I started. These imbeciles nearly stole my children, took them off their path, and attempted to slaughter my babies. In that moment, his eyes clicked. Red, blood, red was the color seeping from his soul. So I called an emergency meeting because if I lose even one of my babies, even the hounds in hell will feel the heat. How do you plead? I asked the traffickers. If you tell the truth, there's a possibility that your punishment will not be as harsh. On their knees, hands on ground, they pled guilty. Daddy said smoothly. Sounds to me like a clear-cut case of human trafficking for organ harvesting. He stood up and walked over to the family photos above the mantel. Beautiful family, he said with a tickle in his throat. To think that I could have lost one of my children while yours walks around school making friends and graduating with a long life. I could feel the heat emitting from his source. Father to father, he stated, our children mean everything to us. My wife there went through hell and high waters to give birth to these children. His thick Irish accent seeped through his slightly clenched jaw. Each and every one of my children are a piece of me and my wife. I orchestrated each cell to perfection, our own little creation stories, delicately crafted to do exactly what we need, what she needs. You interrupted our golden road, wild man. You erupted our golden road, wild man. He is indeed wild. From his jacket pocket, an ice pick fell into his hands, and as quickly as it fell into the eye socket of the man, over and over and over, blood splattering the white curtains. The madness. Madness. The madness. The madness. The madness. The lack of restraint as his slicked back hair disheveled across his face. The woman attempted to run from her punishment. I knocked my cane and she froze in place. The children clapped. Yay! I gave them the look of death. Run along now, babies. This will all be like a dream. They each gave a kiss to my cheek, and it gave me peace. All is well. As they exited the corner house, the screams from inside deafened the night air. Don't look back, I whispered in the wind. I wrote that, and I was like, man, I'm going to go live in that moment for a little bit with him. This is what I was going to send on June 2nd, 2022, 2:34 p.m. Tell them more I am sorry. I could not stay away, not with dreams pounding at death's door. Remember your promise, Isis. Melt the ice to reveal the heat. I've ascended, love. I've ascended, love, to the highest part of all galaxies. It all happened within. Visions trickling down in colorful sunsets. I've always been obsessed with the sun going down. uh-huh. For sure. As if memory played a large part of his disappearance. How well do we know the sky, the arch of her back breaking bones to formulate rainbows? How she cries at peaks only beaks can compete, pins and shoulder rubs. Are you okay? You seem sad. Gentle head rubs in the dark. Can he see or feel time dancing around to provide fire? Hermits are dwellers of the night. Once caught in spider webs, they do not wish to stop until moonlight ushers him back to Answer's Cove. Once in gates of fates, he finds the puzzle piece meant to disturb his mental, a gift from the goddesses, all within, an offering of pure sun. No glasses needed to see her grace, whispers over shoulder. Dear love, life is not all seeking answers in the dark through books and letters. The truth is, I am the dark. The ash at the end of the fire, the smoldering coal waiting to be noticed how the red and yellow glow. Beauty is not about the hottest part of the fire, the dead trees sparking more flames. The amber, the end, the glowing blaze, that is what's left of men seeking answers. That was written in the first spark. That someone sat through the whole show, cracking and blazing, ending in smoke and ash red parts still hissing directions. Find me, come home, queen of heaven and earth, white heart. What's this? Trigger. My womb won't pull the trigger. Thoughts, signals, and unspoken need, but it won't run. Like the thoughts just stop. Lust seems to no longer propel my need for survival, ever since speaking my truth in love. I've lost this fire for more and just hermit in this stable energy. Rejection coming from someone who I deemed equal made me sit and think, what do I really want? To be the lab of choice for my equal to send gifts to our children? To see my children smile again after all the pain I'll receive all last, you know? I'm okay with being last, as long as they are happy. Fingers traced the freckles on his face, remembering each time I buried him, returning in the night only to find his grave empty, resurrected back to source. He never fails to make it back to me. I never fail to leave the ground uncovered in case he decides death is no longer an option. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna get off. Dark-sided daddy. One cannot dig his grave or deepen his soul under masks of grandeur and smoke. Daddy is depraved. He dies every night to awaken the moon. Slow circles and tired eyes, baby. He walks to the home where mommy sits awaiting for an offering. Good, you're home. You leave me for days in this house far away from men. Do you think I'm some sort of monster? Why hide me, locked away in some tower, counting times and clocks? His eyes are flamed, taking the verbal lashing. He is hungry. His brain thumps the hardest he's been in life. It's a full moon. Daddy is a wolf again. Mommy, the moon. In flesh, her blood. What's in the bag? He steadily hands it to her. The bloody bag is filled with midnight gifts. Good boy! Grinding bones, shredding brain matter, butter. He watches as she cooks, as she sways her full hips, whistling. His eyes turn red as the sky starts in heaven. I've never seen you this hungry, dear. Must be a special occasion. Virgo full moon never aligns with cake day. Daddy's one day a year he gets to eat mama, devour her, simply ending life and rebuilding it. Time me, he said. Plate in front of him, she sits back, lights up a cigarette, and tells him when to start. Daddy, find the ingredients, find the release button. Green. The taste causes shock and awe. He turns corners and uphills taste bud soldier. The final threat, he rounds, the bends, jumps, and wins. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 seconds. She recorded. 10 seconds for the poison to hit his blood. By the time he awoke, I was already unclothed. Legs open, blood dripping, he howled. Mad dog, mad dog. Baby shot coming soon. Now to us. Red light means stop. Red light means go mad until I let you in the door. Stare at my darkness until I shine the light to enlightenment. Red! The color of lipstick I wear on earth when blood day is coming. Red! The color of the nails I use to scratch wounds in his back. On top here, but above you will always, always, always be darkness. Since your mind is as depraved as individuals dead in the basement of our home. Red eyes howling, thrashing, throwing, finding any outlet but light, still and dark, blinded, my prey. Daddy, green means go. Rushing, hunger taking over, he starts to eat, tasting blood as he begins the journey, swallowing me one bite at a time. Bury me in open fields where roses will be the blood in the rain. I don't feel pain since I am her mother, created from combining organisms in space. Pain keeps balance. So this was not only his release, but my final awakening. Satisfy my soul. Check. Daddy is wild. That is why he seeks, hunts. I am always his final stop before explosion. Cools his bomb just in time for peace. While you sleep, we recode. Place you back in beds, kiss foreheads, sinking you back to reality. Dad! When is mom coming home? He looks up from his notebook. Soon. Mommy will be home soon. He knows who he is, but it's about balance. He shows the mass to the children, women seeking his comfort, but daddy knows. Only mommy can satisfy his soul, feed his true hardness, mind. Since mommy is pure consciousness, she is daddy's only drug of choice. 3, 4, 5. Organized. Ooh. How many monsters I'd fight through dark and terrible waters to be seated at your flame. That was good. I wrote that. I want to create. You know that feeling that comes with a spark that allows artists to be free for a moment in time? I've tried everything: paper, song, poetry, but nothing really stands firm for me. I actually liked this one a lot that I sent to Andrew. By thread time in the dark, shedding the layer of veil that keeps humanity blind. My eye has always been dangerous, even turning in on my way of thought, burning greed and lust from the darkest corners, scolded by God or self, or both. I don't know though. Maybe light bending is my only means of revealing my true form. I just wish someone would believe me. I've showed many miracle that went unseen. Thanks for lending an ear, your friend, Ice. I wanted to say your wife, but hey, until I get confirmation from him, I ain't gonna do shit. Oh, I'd never make you bow. There's no need for submission leading to remission of old patterns. I'd never force man on his knees to worship and adore. You see, the top of your head is a door. I can rewrite futures when you get low enough for me to see the root cause of your pain. I'd never make you bow, but lift your chin, dear soul, and let me in. Not to destroy your pain, but reroute it in rain. Let justice be your speed dial. As important as the fish in the sea, dear love, so are you to me. I never want to see you lower your gaze, but stare me in eyes on fire. I will give you the match confidence of Leo, spark of Aquarius, tenacity of Taurus. Like at the end of the play, when you throw more years into the ensemble's empty cup, how they took you for a ride and brought you back bowed for more light so they can spread it amongst the stagnant souls, helping them act out loopholes. The feeling of man forcing me to my belly to worship something lower left a bad taste in my bones. So I never make you bow, never force you to reveal the pain that man has caused. Don't bow for me, bow for you. The earth hears cries as much as the sky. Why else would she be leaking fluids? It's tears, baby. The earth is bursting with tears. Mm. Mm. What is this? Let's read this last one and then be done. March 20th, 2022 at 1 p.m. I'm going to the forest to seek the company of equality. Talk freely to nature without the prying eyes of man. A little cozy house with a garden, rabbits stopping by for breakfast, no farmer shooshing them away. On my knees, hands deep in earth, alone with thoughts of peace, tranquility, past events coming up, me putting them back to bed. One cannot live in the present if constantly pulled to past events. I nurture the child within, calling to my daughter to help me with the chore. Please help me feed Mother Willow. Place honey and tea at her roots. Thank you, darling dear. Settled in a dance with me. Settled in a dance with time, I created a routine. Finally, found my peace. It didn't come from being rescued or held up. It came from taking my past lessons and neatly decorating the future with the abundance I found in each lesson. Cup of coffee on a cool night. I stay up and talk to stars about their days, what they saw. Some days I walk to the river and back my little cottage, watch the ducks float above, stick their heads down, searching for food coming up with rocks. No one asks how their journey went from the cold climates. I ask, how was your trip? Well, I ran into some turbulent skies in Nebraska. Seems as though something is upsetting the soil over there. But my business is to fly, not to solve the sky. Well, I'm glad you made it here safe, all by the grace of love. A smile appears on my face. I started to call myself love. I wanted to be the embodiment. So if I call my name, I must become. I hear a craft landing in the grass way. I run over to the twinkle lights, lighting the path. My heart sped up, my heart sped up, creating ripples of love, pulling the strings of Earth's quartet. What's up? You want to take a nap? I'm gonna finish this and then we take a nap. I love that part. My heart sped up, creating ripples of love, pulling the strings of Earth's quartet. As he opens the door, his tall frame bending to walk out, I jump in his arms, yellow dress glowing under starlight. My love, I've missed you so. The smell of ether surrounding him like gasoline, pungent but sweet. A kiss turns day into night. Before cleaning or settling in, he takes care of love. Bed in forest hills, screams of light emitting waves. He gives in abundance. She is his abundance. Bodies contorted, they make a tree, combining cells. He waters his children, the forest. Little by little, delicately asking each plant how days went while he was away. Mama got sad on Tuesday, so it rained. She says she okay, but Dad, she's in pain. She won't tell us where. It's hidden deep. Where you told us not to go. Snow. So he begins the journey within to fix the broken path. When Mama's sad on Tuesdays, that means death. Her sister took offerings from the past. She lost a lot of children. Stays stuck in those memories. Daddy must clear the wheel so she can breathe. Back on the ground, she blossoms like spring, flowers emitting from her aura. Next Tuesday will be better. The seeds I planted were memories of children being born, her happiness, memories when creation meets creator. The deep look she gets, her pride and joy sunk within externalizing self reflections with sun and moon. She is beauty. He feels a tug at his heart and opens the door. Mama stand with gifts in hand. Thank you for all you do. This is from deep in my soul. A bright blue stone lit up her dark figure. The stone that takes you deep within her galaxies where no man has explored. When she is in the dark, she creates planetary systems to hide hidden seeds. Her bank so vast, I would need millions, millions, millions of lifetimes to fit a firm grasp on her wholeness. I scatter the dreams like sun settling in fog-dewed mornings. I go so far within her eyes, I get lost in time. So I must travel worlds external to find the missing pieces. She keeps me moving, never stopping for more. I have everything in her. She walks over her blue dress today, hair flowing, sits on my lap. Words cannot describe how my body reacts to her slow, graceful moments when she has conquered time and walks through portals, each step towards me. I've got a present for you, Daddy. Words flowing from her mouth like water, a tiny box. Inside was a key. Hmm. My mind raced. I knew tonight when kids asleep where we'd journey to woods somewhere and I'd use this key to get the blue stone of mystery. I planted a kiss so deep on her tulips. More flowers blossomed on her head. Forever and always searching through time, I was indeed an explorer, searching seas and skies, but first I was hers. She was mine. We turned on lights and further galaxies. That's really good. That's actually a memory of the future that I have. It's so stable. This memory is so stable. Like I feel it and I hear it and I sense it. I taste it. I smell it. Like that memory is like a whole like stagnant memory, not stagnant, but like memory that will never go away. Like it was one of the best times seeing you fly on the your craft and you land it, and how my heart felt. I've never felt that in my entire existence. I I coded this memory so deep within the woods that I will never forget it. I will never forget it. Never. Showed up, kissed on two lips on bed, white. Then in forest, black, balanced, balanced it out so delicately. So I never thought I would leave. I never wanted to leave that memory. The excitement that came from it, like, like fire, you know, passion. Conclusions dressed as crossroads. I ask for a push, expecting splatters and bombs. My wings catch air and lift me to my feet. March 17, 2022, 12:07 p.m. Of course you'd fall in love with medicine. Awoke from a drift at sea. You ready to go night-night? You want to go night-night? Of course you'd fall in love with medicine. Awake from a drift at sea, the voice in the waves clung to me. A dance of wit, captain and consciousness, guided by almighty stars. Is it he who raises sun and leaves before wake? Could lapping of tongue and cheek cause storms in salty seas? In the dark, night passes as if day were beneath shadow-lit moons. In the dark, night passes as if day were beneath shadow-lit moons. Startled by strong swimmers who breathe underwater, so deep into mind's eyes, I tell secrets to control emotional tides. To fall in love, what does that really mean? I've been fed love lines and snorted ecstasy's grace. But I remain in sunken place, forgotten since man cannot swim in the depths that is my wrath. Take the time to undo the corset of death. Allow me breath as wind and rain freeze my breast, soaking before soaking. No questions pass my desk of, how is your day? No questions pass my desk of how was your day in winter climates. How long it took me to round the bend for my children to be greeted by sunny California. I get asked how to cure emotional eating. Easy one. Your partner will explore your pleasure. Deep sea divers dig the best. Exchange mama coins for deliverance, yin for yang, cure for cure. Medicine men still Medicine men sit around my bed asking for peeks under show curtains, watching with eyes on birds and planets. I'm not done yet, though. I still have more to say before mind blows back into space. Travelers drink whiskey before heading to celebrate another year. Could I be so old that I forgot how letters formed? Was it discussion or dissection or collaboration of contributors? How long since sleep lay me down, lost awakened in stranger's bed, flip the coin, heads. Are we meant to stay on opposite sides as to not allow the earth to collide? Would being on what you bring? You got pizza? No. Is that pizza? No. Is it? Are we meant to stay on opposite sides as to not allow the earth to collide? Would being on the same land mass cause perforations deeper in time's womb? I am a healer, my love, so falling in love with medicine was my only shot at true love. Having someone to talk this deep in black waters. It is why I don't give up. Stay with my sister in her dark graves, where I used to find solace in talking to the dead, gathering stories in time, closing chapters, writing books. You saved my soul from loneliness. I do. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna finish this story I'm writing and then done. Oh, sorry. While I struggled to swim, keeping afloat a hole in my boat, I have no clue what love honestly feels like. To share hands and feet, walk in light and dark, until awoken from dreams like sought re- until awoken from dreams that sought remedies to my masked problems. When I dance, I feel the wheels spinning, driving me from madness to completion. If the game is opposite and hands not touched but through veil, tears are moments of uncertainty. But as I lift but as I lift my left hand while caressing with right, whatever time has orchestrated, I'll be a fool for love, since loving is learning and listening. What? You got a Z pizza? Bruh. 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 Yes. Bruh. Bruh. Okay. Shut the front door. We gotta get. I gotta get some rich money. Some rich money. You see this whole pizza? Look there. Hold on. Thank you, Josh.
Very showing to.
Nobody. Look, it says 0 people with 0 likes. I just like talking to myself. You talk to the camera, don't it make you look less crazy?
Not really.
No, yes it does, because it's storing memory. And I'm talking to Thoth, who is the keeper of the medicine. Hold on. Let me finish this poem and then I gotta get up. I spend all day in bed. What will I be? Okay. But I lift my left hand while caressing with right. Whatever time is orchestrated, I'd be a fool for love, since loving is learning and listening with intent, with fervor, passion. I will listen to your dreams and decode your screams, hear your bleeding heart heal. The word that sends orgasmic energy shooting through ether's discs. Master mixing, healing kitchen, passing food while you work in your office, finding ways to heal. How deep you look for answers in time and clogging brains. Overthinking means come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away. Gotta go, child.